Yeah, baby. Welcome to another crazy episode of the Payne Laie. As you can plainly see, I've got two extremely amazing, well, and a third one who just decided she's leaving. Two esteemed guests with me, as usual, not even a guest, just part of the insanity, Mr. Rip Rogers, who is in the middle of dinner. And I'm so proud that he's fucking eating on air that I'm not even going to argue with him. Eat, Rip, eat the fuck away. And anybody that has the balls to ever even think they could criticize you for eating in public, I got two things to say to you. Go fuck yourself and make it on Saturday. Because Rip fucking has the right to eat anything he wants. Hi, Rip.
Hello, Max. Back in LA, mate, eh?
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, love. And down below, there is the one, the only, Mr. Chris Casanova, joining us today just for shits and giggles. And so hiding someplace in the background is brother Rob. And I know what Rob's doing right now. He's going, for God's sakes, Max, will you just get to the commercial? So you know one of the things we always do right at the top of the show, at the top of every show, we want to talk about our other great acts here on this incredible network. And so what we usually do is show you just a little nugget, just a little trinket, just a little kiss, if you will, of what you might be missing here on ASN.
Check out The Asylum with Harley and Joker, where sanity gets its ass kicked. Whips, chains, dildos, wrestling, and 1950s music like it's a sock hop from hell. Nothing makes sense, and that's the point. Sundays at 9 p.m. Subscribe to not miss a thing.
Oh God, you know that isn't that the fun thing about that? That's what I love about this fucking network, man. Is it's just got, you don't have to hide, you don't have to, you can just be you. You can be
no filter.
Yeah, no filters, man. Yeah. And you know, it's funny, Rip and I talked about this, even though, you know, we grew up in the old school world, and goddamn, I don't care who you are. Let me just start with this just real quick tonight. It's fucking hard to not have a fucking filter. You know, because when we were kids and we grew up, it was a whole fucking different world. My brother has said that to me time and time again. And you know what? It's a different world now. And, you know, quite honestly, I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's a better world now. It's better that we care about other people's feelings, and that we give a shit about caring whether somebody fucking is offended by the way we talk about them, because you know what? Everybody has a right to exist. And that's the part about the modern world that I'm proud to be a part of. Is, you know, I think about gay rights. Good God, man, 30 years ago, the idea of homosexuals having the opportunity to be married and to have equal rights in society, they were still weren't even out of the closet yet, for God's sakes. And so I just am really proud to be a part of that, but it makes it hard, don't you think, Rip?
Oh, don't put the heat on me. I'm abstaining.
Oh, I'm fucking putting it right on your ass.
I'm abstaining from no, whatever I say is going to be wrong. Oh, you can't say that. You know how I am. So I'm just not going to say it.
But you know, that's the beautiful thing.
I'll just back and I'll say whatever the idea is. Oh, what a great, wonderful idea that is, Max. Oh, I think you're so thoughtful. It's the greatest, most it's the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, you're just an excellent human being, and I'm so proud.
Thank you. So
that doesn't sound genuine at all.
Do we want to start Rip's rant with that then?
I want to hear Rip's rant.
It's time and now it's time for another exciting episode of Rip's rant. Take it away, Rip.
What am I supposed to rant about? Anything
I don't know. You were already on one. Fuck, just keep going.
No, anything I say is wrong. Well, you can't say that. You can't. Oh, I got to protect your feelings. No, when I call you a lazy lard butt, then you get mad at me. I'll show you, and I'll go on a diet, and I'll be Mr. Universe. Well, good. That's what I'm trying to do. It's called reverse psychology.
Motivation.
Oh, Max, you look wonderful. Oh, my gosh. what a nice gray beard you have. And I notice you have extra large underwear, and there might be something stuffed down there to give it the illusion of length or anything. But
Oh, I know better than that.
I shouldn't say that at all. You're just a great human being. I love this world. The birds are singing. I used triple ply toilet paper. All the great things in life we can now do because it's today's world, and I love everybody.
Wow.
That didn't sound
That's
real at all.
I was just going to say it sounds like something that you could regurgitate from anybody in the great minds of history. Could say the same thing, and I'd just be impressed. Tell us how you really feel, though, Rip.
Oh no, because then you get gonged, or they say, oh, you can't say that on you can't say that on here, you can't say that on there. Well, you can't say anything. What are you supposed to know? You have to count to 10. Somebody asks you a question. If somebody kicks you in the shins, you're ready to punch them in the nose. You have to count to 10 and say, oh, you must have accidentally. I must have just tripped, and you didn't really kick me. I just imagined I did, and I got that baseball on my knee now, and it's painful. But in 3 weeks, and me being 72, I might be okay. I might be fine, but that's okay because I love the world. I love the world. I love the way you look. Oh, you're perfect, girl. You're perfect, guy. Your hair is perfect. Your weight, you know what you do. It's whatever you want. You go, girl.
Everybody's perfect.
You go, big guy. Everything's okay. We're not going to
Everybody
complain
gets
about it.
everybody gets a fucking trophy, Rip.
Yeah.
That's the way it works, unfortunately.
Everybody gets a fucking trophy.
Ugh, a participation trophy.
But see, that's my
Yeah.
point. That okay. So, thank you. That was really well done, my friend, because that's exactly the point. Is what's all fucking cliche for the day won't be cliche tomorrow.
Oh,
It's just, it will continually fucking change, and we will, as a society, continue to progress and move forward, because quite honestly, in so many ways, and that all of that changes on a continuous basis anyway. That's what makes the whole fucking thing go round and round, doesn't it?
Round
well,
and round. Wherever stop,
it's
nobody knows.
it's it's hard for me to listen, Max, because you were using some profanity, and I'm offended by it. Any kind of profanity from now on, I'm just going to be offended.
Me too.
Count to 10. I'm not going to be controversial about anything.
No one wants your opinion. Fuck you, fuck you very, very much. 'Cause we
Well, was that my sperm count? Was that my IQ? Or is that my number of Hispanic parents? Which one was that? You know, I'm
All the,
number one,
It
right?
was probably all three.
all the
Numero
above.
uno.
Yeah,
They're saying I'm numero uno.
yeah, yeah. And that's quite, doesn't that just shake something loose down in your soul when you see something? It just really warms the cockles of your heart, doesn't it?
A cockle of my heart. Now, are you getting sexual with me, young man?
Oh, heavens, no. Cockles are seaside ornaments that are
Oh,
used to consume yeah, I think it's.
okay. You know what a cockle is, but you know what a definition of a sacrament is in Catholicism.
Do I know the definition of a sacrament in
Yes.
Catholicism? No, I don't.
A sacrament is an outward sign instituted by Christ to give grace.
Oh, my God.
That was
Whoa.
drummed down me in the third grade, right? Mea culpa, mea culpa, mea maxima culpa. Let's speak a
Oh my
little Latin
gosh.
too, you know.
Wow. Wow. It's so funny
He's
because the
so,
other day we were talking about this. Rip and I have been on some other adventures outside the
uh,
realm of the Payne Laie, and we were talking about how much the amazing verses he has in Latin. He's well versed in the language of Latin. So
Whoa.
yeah, it's quite amazing actually to hear.
Adeum qui latificat juvum tutum meum, qui fecit telum aterum confiert ibri. Dominus vobiscum ecum spiritu tuo ite, Messias Deo gracias.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like a
Holy
whole
shit.
conversation.
That
Yes.
yeah, to talk about where do you even start with that? That's what happens.
Gotta
That's
be.
what happens when you get that's part of your upbringing, right, Rip?
Well, that's called the very first thing. First I have to get up early in the morning to do a paper route. Then I got to ride my bike to school, and then we go to church before we go to school. But you can't
Oh, wow.
but you can't eat nothing because you want to take computer you want to take communion. If you don't take communion, which is the little wafer for the priest gives you,
Right.
and if he drops it you can't touch it or you will go to hell. And I mean, in Catholic Church you go to hell for a whole lot of things. That's why you got to go confession. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. My last confession was yesterday. I had 3,237 evil thoughts about this hot girl in the seventh grade.
I thought you were gonna. I honestly, it was fucking
Evil
funny when you
thoughts.
said you had 3,200. I thought you were gonna say you masturbated that many times yesterday alone, and I was gonna say you
Damn.
left a few off, Rip, for God's sakes.
Well, you know,
What else today? Right?
Hey, can I let me can we move? Can we just take a little turn right here because it's kind of along the same lines as it's actually really along the same lines as what we're talking about is because this is one of those things that I love remembering when I like when I was growing up and last weekend was was really a big Rip. I think you and I kind of talked about this, but I want to hear your input, Chris. I want to hear your input on this too. But
All right.
one thing that we all share in common is the 4th of July. And we all did something, I think, in our hometowns
yes,
around the 4th of July. So my 4th of July was really unique. I spent my entire 4th of July at the Utah State Mental Hospital every year for from the time I was born until I was 14. So, but I won't go into all the detail. It was cool and it was amazing. I want to start with you guys. I'll tell you more about mine. But Chris, what was, if you don't mind, what
Yeah.
I think this is one of those moments of memories, Max's meandering memories of maniacal. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Are you talking about recently? Like the recent 4th of July?
Well, did when you grew up as a kid, because like I remember going to the fucking the stands and buying the fireworks, especially like snakes and smoke bombs and shit like that. When I was a kid, they'd have the stands. You'd go there, buy sparklers, smoke bombs, snakes, and then whatever the fucking things, and then whatever else you did. Did your family traditionally every 4th of July have a picnic? Did you always have burgers and fries, or did you always go fishing or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. I mean, we always did the traditional barbecue, right? Burgers, hot dogs. We ate French fries. We, stayed out till midnight. Playing with the sparklers and lighting off fireworks.
What town
Hanging
was
out.
this?
Actually, believe it or not, it was actually in Coeur d'Alene. I lived there. I lived there for
You
5 years.
shut the fuck up.
I lived there for 5 years when I was a kid, from first grade to actually fourth grade, so 4 years.
What years would this have been?
Oh shoot, 83 to 88,
My
87.
God, I was,
Yeah,
I was, I missed you by a year. I was there
no
from
shit.
80. I lived in Coeur d'Alene from 80 to 82. Rip, what about
Oh
you, my brother?
wow,
oh, are you kidding
wow.
me? In Seymour, Indiana, we would have Ron Zumix and his family over. We'd have Bob Weekly and his uh, family over, and then we'd be in the backyard cooking like hot dogs and hamburgers, and then we would be eating as much as we could, stuffing as much of that stuff in our bellies as we could, and then we're like 2 miles away from Freeman Field. Freeman Field, it was in Seymour, and they would have all the fireworks. So when it's dark, now we're watching the fireworks and everything. And yeah, we would go downtown, and the guy would be selling illegal fireworks stuff the whole year, but we'd have to. He would act, since we were minors, he would never sell them to us. Then we'd say, no, it's okay. Then he'd look left, look right. He said, what do you want? You know,
Yeah, of
the
course.
cherry
He
bombs.
wants.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
wants your fucking money. Let's be honest. He wasn't letting you walk away with that fucking money in your pocket when
Yeah,
you wanted to drop it right there.
I had my
He's
paper
gonna sell you
route money with
something.
me. I was ready to spend it all too.
I'll bet. Yeah, of course. On fireworks, it's easy to do, man. When you're a kid, all you can see is the joy of lighting all that shit off.
Letting him
Now,
burst, man.
what I was thinking about this, I think one year we went to my grandma's house, and my cousins got in the car, and I was in the back seat with two females, right?
Oh,
And all of
God.
a sudden, they're like 2 years older, right? And I can smell them.
Oh, goodness.
And I've never been like that before, right? And I'm looking over, and there's some little buds sticking out. You know what I mean?
Oh, goodness.
And all of a sudden, I can I'm almost breathing heavy and everything. Like, oh my God, I'm ready to die or whatever, right? Just another day in the life of growing up, right?
It's so
Love
funny
it.
because that's exactly what I was looking for is whenever you think about moments like that in your life, when you can fucking dig in and find those minutes like this where you're sitting between two
Yeah.
females and you can actually smell the
Oh,
fucking sex.
oh, oh,
Hey,
oh.
it never fails, man. It's something like 4th of July that brings that out in all of us, man. It's that time when everything about that day is just meant to, like, for me, the first thing that pops in my mind of the 4th of July, obviously now though, after sitting between Rip's two cousins, I'm going to have to say that image is going to be there for a long while after this. But mine is always fucking homemade root beer. I don't the people at where I celebrated the 4th of July every year, they always made homemade root beer, and so I watched them do it, and I still make it to this day. But that's
Oh,
that's
wow.
what I always think of when I think of the 4th of July is the bubbling root beer with the dry ice in it and the whole concoction.
Wow.
So, is
Mixture of
there a
something else
favorite?
with
Do you
it?
have a favorite 4th of July food, Rip?
No, but I was thinking, my dad would get paid every 2 weeks, right? He worked at the post office. So by the time the last 3 days of before he got paid again, we'd be having hash, which was the Sunday dinner of roast beef and potatoes and stuff. And then by mom, we would be having these we call them, I guess they're called piggies in a blanket sometimes.
Yeah, pigs in a blanket.
We just called them weenies and dough. And all it was stupid hot dogs, and my mom would roll them up, and we'd put them in the oven, right? And I thought that was like the great, and then you just dip it in that ketchup, dip it in that ketchup. And that was like the greatest dinner, supper, lunch, whatever it was. And it was the cheapest thing, right?
Yeah.
You look forward to it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I love shit
Oh,
like that though. I
oh,
love that
right.
kind of stuff.
Love it. Weenies and dough. It don't get any
Yeah,
better than that.
yeah. Bangers. I think the English have something a little along that line called bangers and mash, which is really good. Are you familiar with that, Chris? Have you ever had bangers?
Yes, I
I think
have. Yeah.
I think bangers and mash is hot dogs and French fries and stuff like that.
It's like a mixture. Yeah.
Yeah. So always that goes along with the 4th of July is music. Rip, do you love the 4th of July? I mean, there's one guy you got to ask yourself. You can't love the 4th of July music if you don't love John Philip Sousa. So,
Shit, I'm saying ROCK in the USA with John
well,
Mellencamp.
that's you know what, man? I'm going to give you that. I'm going to fucking give you that one right there, brother, straight up. Because you've been in his fucking videos. So anybody who doesn't know this needs to go check out Rip. Go type Rip Rogers and John Coogan Mellencamp into that little Google machine of yours, and you will find a video that Mr. Rogers right here
Human
was.
wheels. Human
And
wheels.
man, fucking
That's
hell,
awesome.
Rip
Yeah,
looked like $1
I'm
million
sitting
fucking
at the
dollars.
gym. I'm training in Crossroads Gym. His dad, who's still alive, he's about 99 years old. He worked with my dad at the post office, and he come in. He said, "Mark, we need some weights out there at Greg Ashcraft's house. John's doing a video." I said, "Okay." So I took some weights, put them in the car, and drove out there. And Mellencamp's there. I said, "That's up, John." He goes, "Hey, Shirey." You call me Shirey because my last name was Shirey. "Hey, Shirey, you want to be in this video?" I said, "Well, you got to pay me." He says, "Pay you?" I said, "Yeah." What the hell? So I said, "Give me $50," and he had a buffet laid out, and said, "Let me stop and let me take a couple plates back, and then I'll bring the plates back because we didn't have the throwaways or nothing." You know what I mean? He says,
Yeah.
"Okay," and he says, "Well, why don't we?" I said, "I'm going to jump on this son of a bitch right here, and I'm going to pose, and you chop it up to your beat, however you want it. You know how to do it. I'm not telling you how to do your fucking business. I know what to do, and you know what to do, and we'll be a good pair." So that's what we did.
It fucking turned out great too.
I gotta watch that now.
Brother Rob, the producer,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen, the producer has arrived in the building. He deserves. We need to have some kind of an entrance theme for you. Like
For him?
no, because you deserve that, Rob.
For me, I think it would be like this. Rob's here.
Oh.
Or hey,
Okay, man. Hey, I'm in for
Chaos.
What the fuck?
hey, we could play the opening to Hogan's Heroes.
I know nothing.
I know nothing. Yes, General Burkhalter. Clink, shut up.
So what's going on, legends? Hey, sweetie, how you doing over there? Thanks for coming on the
Hey,
show.
you gotta consider him in the legends class.
Me?
Chris, you two are. Hey, you don't have to fucking be the gay. You don't have to be the show to be a legend, man.
Well, and actually, somebody said that to me the other day. They said, as far as being the real classifications for being a legend is, have you been in the business for 25 years and have you wrestled on TV? So I guess technically that would make me and Chris legend as far as the definition of the word. But you fuckers are the fuckers, so.
Yeah, but I think Rip is the same kind of guy, like we were talking about earlier. It's only because that's just, looking back in retrospect, that's just who we were, and that's what we were, and when you what the fuck else? Somebody said something to me once. I'll never forget this. He said, "Oh, it was fucking Leon White." He goes,
Leon
"Look
White?
at me. What the fuck else am I gonna do but this?" And I'm like, "Well,
Right.
That's a good point, Leon."
Same as Bam Bam. What's he going to go to the fucking local restaurant?
Right. You're going to work at fucking Burger King tomorrow, fucking flipping burgers? It's just, exactly.
Not happening.
So gentlemen, I thought we would try something new this week.
Yeah.
We have recently been getting, actually, because we made that comment last week about the legends should start giving out some advice. And I got just tons of fucking emails from viewers.
Nice.
So is that like a Dear Abby? Is that we're doing Dear Abby?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's kind of Dear Abby. What's up, Harley? We played your commercial today.
Hi, Harley. We love you, Harley. I miss you
guys. He's on that show.
I've been fucking doing Rob. I'm going through withdrawals. I've been doing all those shows and fucking I haven't done a show in 2 weeks. I feel like I pissed somebody off or something, man. It's been crazy. I've been I think maybe it was just because everybody decided to take a holiday and do the 4th of July.
Pretty much, yeah. And then, me, I was where I was.
You were on the despicable north face of Mount Everest.
That's right. Looking for the hole the Max Payne left. Boom.
That's it.
Right.
So anyway, I'm going to read off some of these emails to you guys and just go ahead and fire out some advice. All right. And Chris, your new gimmick with me is now going to start being the legend Chris Casanova. So you definitely now qualify to participate. Are you in, Chris?
Yay! I'm in.
Yay.
So
All
maybe
right.
we should rip. Do we need to give Legend approval for legendary status, or do we just?
Well, it's either thumbs up or thumbs down or thumbs in the middle. You know.
So I think we should go thumbs up, maybe for Chris. He fucking left.
I know.
Well,
I
yes,
I don't know what
great
happened.
time.
We don't.
I
we
tell
don't
you
know.
what, you guys vote for me instead of Chris. Eh?
Okay.
What's up?
All right. I think that
Chris,
was on
where did you
purpose. They
go?
got kicked out on purpose.
Bro,
I don't know.
You did that on
It just
purpose.
froze.
You did that on purpose. Who
Why don't you log out and log back in, Chris? We're waiting for the first
The
email.
fucking. You're the vanisher.
Can you hear me?
You don't have the mod. You don't have.
Hang on, Max. Yes, Chris, we can hear you. We cannot see you. So log out, log back in. I'll save the email. Go ahead.
All right.
Sorry, brother. I was having so much fun with.
You know,
Because
it's not an ASN show if there aren't technical